Hello guys, and welcome once again to Savannah Essence. Today we are making an emulsified sugar turmeric body and facial scrub. This is excellent. It helps you get rid of dead skin cells. So if you're interested in learning how to make this, let's go. So to start off, we are going to measure our emulsifying wax. This is actually the main ingredients in this emulsifying sugar scrub. And like we said the last time, an emulsifying wax binds your oils and your water together, right? Then next we are adding our cetyl alcohol. The cetyl alcohol is your co-emulsifier, and in this case it helps as a thickener, so it plays the role of a thickener. Then we are adding our beeswax. Beeswax is what holds this whole process together. As you can see from the initial video when I was showing you the scrub, it's a very thick consistency, and this is because we incorporated the beeswax into making this particular scrub. Then next is our cocoa butter. Again, we are using a couple of hard butters because what we want the end results to be is a very thick scrub, which is a very thick consistency. Now we are adding our shea butter as well to this, and this will give us its creaminess and also help to moisturize your skin and help to make the sugar scrub very soft and smooth on the skin. Then we are adding hemp seed oil. This is a very expensive oil which has a very short life span, so I'm going to be using it in a lot of my formulations just to ensure that it doesn't go rancid on me. So you can choose other oils, but because I want to use this on my face as well, I think this is excellent. And then last but certainly not the least, I am adding some small baobab oil to the mixture. So these are the oils that I'm going to use for the scrub. Then I'm going to heat it up, then melt it thoroughly, so everything here has been thoroughly melted. And then what I'm going to do is to put it in the fridge, because what is going to happen is I'm going to whip it, right? Just like when you are making your body butter. So that's what is going to happen. So I'll put this in the fridge and then let it solidify. So it has solidified a little bit, not too much, such that it's still very soft and I can whip it. So that's what happened. So I'm just using a manual whip. Then I'll whip it into a very smooth consistency, and then I can now add my other ingredients. So I shot this video in the night, and one of my lights failed me when I started the process, so pardon me if the video is a little bit darker. I just didn't want to reshoot it again. Well, it's one of those hazards. Yeah. So I'm going to whip this thoroughly, and then once it starts looking soft like this, then I think that it's ready. At this point too, it's cool, so you can start adding your cool down face ingredients. Now what I'm going to add as a preservative, and then a fragrance. A preservative because this will come into contact with water, and you want to ensure that even though this does not contain water in the production process, because it will eventually come into contact, because it's going to be in the shower, you want to still preserve it such that even if there's a little bit of water coming into contact with it, it doesn't, go bad. And so that is very critical. So it's not optional. Some people say it's optional. I don't think it's optional, because I've seen a lot of rancid stuff. I've seen body lotions and body cream go bad, and I can tell you it's not a good image. So preserve it. Or even though you're going to use it within a week, then that's fine. But if it's going to stay in the shower for longer than that, it's good you preserve it. So at this point, I'm now ready to add my sugar. This is also finely milled sugar. Again, I'm going to be using this on my face, so I wanted to ensure that the particles are fine and they are smooth, so that I don't end up hurting my skin. So again, I'm going to do this, mix this thoroughly until I get the consistency that I want. So as you can see, I weigh it whenever I'm pouring in the sugar, because this sugar is not what I'm used to. This is a bit finely milled, and so it's not a usual recipe where I know that, oh, I need 250 grams of sugar for this recipe. So what I'm trying to do is to measure the quantity of sugar needed for this, so that in other formulations I just stick to that quantity, and it makes it easier. Okay, so this is usually the difference between a recipe and then a formulation. You go and pick a recipe and they say 2 cups, and then you use 2 cups. What's the reason why you're using 2 cups? You don't know. But once you formulate and you have records and you have a proven track that this is what works, then you stick to it. And then you can make several batches of the same recipe or the same formulation. Okay, so, and then it stays that way. It's a standard, and you can get approval from your FDA, or you can get your analysis done by your standards board or your standards authority, and you are sure the results will be the same because you are sticking to the same formulation procedure and the same quantities. So I like a lot of sugar. I like roughness. It's a scrub, it's not a lotion, so I expect it to have that rough feel and to give me that scrubby feel when I'm using it. So I do use a lot more sugar than your average or than your usual formulation recipes require. That's another thing. So you saw that I poured a lot of sugar in this. I think there's total batch. At the end of the day, I think I use over 300 grams of sugar in a base that is just 200 grams. So you can get the picture or the idea of the quantity of sugar used in this. But I like it. It gives me that beautiful, smooth, yet scrubby feel that a scrub should have. Again, because it's in the night, it doesn't sort of give you the look and feel of the way it's supposed to be. So this is a turmeric scrub, right? So I'm going to divide the batch into not 2 equal parts, just into 2 parts, and then add this turmeric to 1 part, and then the other part. I usually like the color contrast, so I have this turmeric scrub, then I have the moringa turmeric scrub. That is a yellow, a green, and a white contrast. That is actually a very beautiful scrub. And I like to use natural colorants or natural botanicals here, so I have that. Then I have the neem sugar scrub as well, which is also fantastic. Then finally I have the activated charcoal salt scrub, which is also amazing. So yeah, those are all very, very good scrub recipes. So the yellow from the turmeric makes this very vibrant and brings this out, this color, make this color to pop. We are using turmeric here because you are usually using a scrub because you want to get rid of dead skin cells. Dead skin cells sort of lead to dark spots, especially those of us who have acne and other things. So you need turmeric in such a scrub such that once you use it, it helps to it helps in fading your dark spots that might have occurred due to acne. So the scrub only helps you get rid of get rid of the dead skin cells, and then the turmeric in this case helps you to fade the appearance of dark spots or dark marks on your face or on your body. So basically they both do an excellent job for people with oily acne prone skin. So we just I was going to say dishing it out, but we're just packing it into the container, and then finally we can, you know, have our scrub ready. So this I use twice a day. I think I do my scrubs on twice a week. Twice a week. So that's how I like to use my scrubs. Some people use it 3 times a week, and then some use it once a week, depending on how sensitive your skin is. So we have our final turmeric sugar scrub. You see, I was telling you about the color contrast. You see how the yellow works really well with the cream color from the scrub without the turmeric. I particularly like this particular scrub. It is soft, it is smooth, yet it is thick, and it stays this way, nothing too runny, nothing too hard. And this is not, again, this is an emulsified sugar scrub. This is not those you just mix your sugar in oil and then you start. So no, this is emulsified, and the emulsifier works in such a way that it binds your oils and your water, like I've been saying in my other videos. So once the scrub comes into contact with the water, it sort of does your butter now binds with the water, and then it washes off easily. Did you get that right? So it doesn't leave any oily residue. That's basically the reason why most of us like to use the emulsified sugar scrub. As you can see, once it comes in contact with water, it just washes off easily, and then it leaves your skin looking radiant and beautiful. And this is how to make an emulsified sugar scrub. So I hope this video has been helpful for you, or has been helpful to you. Kindly subscribe, like, and share with your friends, and we'll see